Yo, what's going on, y'all? Welcome back and happy October. We have a lot to talk about with this wrap up, but I also have a couple of announcements and updates about this channel. For a while now, the majority of my content has been on TikTok. I stream to there, Twitch, and YouTube, but my main daily content is over on TikTok. But I swear every day I get comments asking me for more long form content, and these wrap ups are just not cutting it. I love doing them, but we don't always have things to talk about. And so for this channel, every month I'm going to be putting out at least 2 long-form videos that are not wrap-ups. And I'm going to try and do at least 1 painting video and 1 long-form lore video. Now I do have a lot to do this month. I'm actually getting married at the end of the month, so the videos might not be the longest, but they will be there. And so with that in mind, make sure to leave in the comments any topics you'd want me to talk about or any painting techniques you'd want me to explore. But that's it for channel updates. I'm HoodGuard, and this is your Monday Warhammer Wrap-Up. Let's get into it.
The Emperor's light is my torch! Death to the enemy! We shall be the end of you! Feel the might of the righteous! For the Emperor!
Alright, y'all, there is a lot to cover today. We got a new kill team announced, 2 new books just dropped, a very stacked Saturday pre-order, and a bunch of new Battleforce boxes coming. But let's start off light today. There are 2 new DK books out that cover different parts of the massive Warhammer world. DK is known for doing guides on everything from medieval weapons to the latest Warhammer Ultimate guide that just came out a few months ago. The first book is an art book, The Art of Warhammer Video Games. There have been so many Warhammer games over the years, and each one comes with a ton of concept art. This book contains things like the Rogue Trader portraits from the new Rogue Trader game, or the design components of the Deathwing Knights from Space Hulk Deathwing. It's written and curated by a former Warhammer Studios alumnus named Andy Hall, and it looks fantastic. The other book is the Warhammer 40,000 Character Encyclopedia. This book takes 120 of the most important characters from across all of the factions in Warhammer 40,000. And the book even includes the new Captain Titus model. Both of these books are out right now, and a third is said to be announced very soon. Next up, let's talk about Kill Team. Now, the Sisters vs. Raptors Kill Team was said to be announced later in the year, but they did say that there was another box coming before that. And the new box called Dead Silence was announced this week. And it features a Tau cadre of stealth suits facing off against a pack of Wolf Scouts. Now on the Tau side, we get to see the XV-26s, some of the smallest suits that the Tau employ. These suits not only have dangerous weaponry, but a whole host of sensors and communications technology that masks their own presence while baffling the communications of their opponents. And on the Space Wolf side, you have these Wolf Scouts. In other chapters, the Scouts are novitiates, neophytes who are training to become full battle brothers. But in the Space Wolves, Scouts are veteran brothers who are very good at what they do. They excel at recon and the hunt and will hone their skills over decades, if not hundreds of years. I love these models. I think each one is really unique, and the Wolf Scouts even get that Rune Priest Skjald. I think this is the second model that's come out that's a Psyker in a type of Phobos armor, and I love the look of it. Now this box isn't going to come with any new terrain as it's still playing off of the Tomb World narrative. But the box does come with the Dead Silence dossier, the data cards, and all of the other markers. There's no word yet on when this will be going up for pre-order, but they did say in the article that it would be pretty soon. Games Workshop, in their effort to sell more bits packages, have announced that they are coming out with a Space Marine Heads pack. This box is going to have 51 different Space Marine heads, both helmeted and unhelmeted. There will be a few helmets with crests, some with laurels, some with service studs. There's even a couple of Terminator helmets. And I think this is fantastic because in order right now to get different heads other than the ones that come in the basic kits, you have to buy upgrade sprues, and you might not want to get all of the other things that come in there. I think this is awesome for kit bashing, but it's also great for putting helmets or heads on a base for some type of scenic narrative or decoration. Now this set comes on the heels of their Battlefield Trophy set, which I also thought was a great idea, so I'm hoping they continue developing these and putting out more generic bits kits. Now that Space Marine Heads kit was announced today, but there was also a bunch of Battleforce boxes announced today. Now, these boxes are generally going to be bigger in price and in amount of models than your standard combat patrol, and it's a way to get a lot of stuff for a singular army. So we're going to run through these as quickly as possible. I'll just tell you the name of the box and what's included in it. First is an Emperor's Children Battleforce box called Blissbound Warband. And they're starting off big with this one. It includes the Demon Primarch Fulgrim model, along with 6 Noise Marines and 6 Flawless Blades. A great way to just pick up a Primarch model and start your Emperor's Children army at the same time. Next is a Leagues of Votann battle force called the Chthonian Prospect. And this box has a ton of variation. It comes with a Brokier Ironmaster with its Ironkin Assistant and 3 Ecogs. It also has 3 Brokier Thunderkin and 10 Chthonian Berserks. It also has some of the newer Leagues of Votann models that just came out, like 2 Chthonian Earthshakers and a Capricus Defender. After that is a Tyranid battle force called the Crusher's Stampede. And this one just has a lot of big Tyranid models. This box comes with a Neurotyrant with 2 of its Neuraloids, a Screamer Killer, a Tyrannofex, a Haruspex, and a Maliceptor. If you ever wanted to get a bunch of the big bugs in one place, this is the Battleforce box for you. Switching over to a more civilized Xenospecies, we have the Tau Battleforce box called the Farsight Cadre. The centerpiece of this box is of course Commander Farsight himself, but it also comes with a Riptide battlesuit, a Broadside battlesuit, and 3 Crisis battlesuits. And of course, all the suits are accompanied by their attendant drones, 8 in total. Back on the Imperium side, we have a Space Marine Battleforce box called the Iron Halo Strike Force. This is made up of elite Space Marine warriors, and you get a captain joined by a company of heroes and 5 Sternguard veterans, along with 5 Hellblasters, and then to bring the firepower, there's a Ballistus Dreadnought and a Redemptor Dreadnought. I think the coolest thing about this box is you get a bunch of unique looking Space Marines, and they aren't as homogeneous as other kits. For our Veterans of the Long War, our Chaos Space Marine Battleforce box, we get the Hellforged Warband. This force is led by a Lord Discordant on a Hellstalker, and it has a Venom Crawler, 2 Obliterators, 5 Havocs, 10 Legionaries, and a Chaos Rhino. And I feel sorry for anybody who has to do the trim on all of those. And rounding out this group of Battleforce boxes is the Astra Militarum with a Krieg Siege Platoon. This is a Battleforce box with the largest number of models. This part of the regiment is led by a Lord Commissar with a Krieg Command Squad. It has 20 Death Corps of Krieg troopers, a squad of combat engineers, and 2 artillery teams. There's not a lot of difference in look here, but you do get a ton of little guys. Now with the Crux Terminatus Battleforce box coming later in the year, that means you have 8 of these boxes to choose from. Now mathematically, each one of these boxes is cheaper than buying each one of the minis individually, but make sure you know what you need and choose wisely. Alright, ending us out today as always is our Saturday pre-orders. What's going up for pre-order this coming Saturday? I was wondering when we were going to get the other first founding items that were announced a couple of months ago, and the answer is this Saturday. First up, we have the Iron Hands stuff going up for pre-order. This includes the new Iron Hands captain, Canik Var, the captain of Clan Averni. He's decked out in some custom, very techy Terminator armor and has a gigantic power maul that he uses. Along with him is also the Iron Hands Combat Patrol that's going up for pre-order. This was, admittedly, one of the more lackluster boxes that was announced, but it does include 10 heavy intercessors, 2 Fire Strike turrets, and a Tech Marine leading it all. If anything, the more interesting thing about this box is the Iron Hands decal sheet that you get that has over 400 individual decals. Joining their first founding cousins, there's also the Combat Patrol for the White Scars going up for pre-order. Now this box has 5 Assault Intercessors, 3 Outriders, an Impulsor Transport, and also is the first appearance of the new Suboden Khan model. Now, I really want the Suboden Khan model, but I'll have to wait until it's available by itself. But I am glad that they put this model in the White Scars Combat Patrol because they have so few character models already. Now, not to be left out, there's also a Xenos Combat Patrol going up for pre-order, the Harlequins Combat Patrol. Now, this is supposed to be a fast and hard-hitting force. It's going to have 6 members of a troop, a Solitaire, 2 Skyweavers, a Starweaver transport, and a Voidweaver attack craft. Now, I don't believe the Harlequins got any new models this edition, but at least they're keeping them stocked up like this. Now, last up today for pre-orders is a new book coming called The Dropsite Massacre. This is going to be a kind of standalone Horus Heresy book that gives some alternate perspectives to one of the most important battles of the Heresy. Now, I've read the entire Horus Heresy, so I've seen a lot of different perspectives of this battle. But even with all of the perspectives we already have, there are some parts that are missing or things that I would like to see. So I'm very interested in reading this book and seeing where they go. But that is going to about do it for today, my friends. Thank you guys always for watching, and let me know if you have any questions about anything in the comments below. Make sure to leave a like, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you all in the next one.